Welcome, everyone. I am playing a new game that was developed by Outland and is being released by Sometimes You. It is called North. As you can see, no main menu, no option to save. It's a short game. If I've played through it a couple of times, so I know exactly how to go through it. I'm gonna take my time. It's definitely worth the playthrough. It has a $5 price tag on it. Um, so it's not like other games where you're paying 20, 30, $40 and you play for an hour and it's done and over with. So you feel really gypped because it's, a really short game. So you definitely get your money's worth. And the story is one that is definitely gripping. Plus the graphics and music are really, really cool. A little bit of background. You play as a character who has moved or who has gone from the south of their country, or the south. They don't say from if it's in the same country, but has gone from the south to the north into a city that is inhabited by some pretty strange looking creatures, and you have requested asylum in your new city, or in the new city, and in order to get asylum you have to prove that you're worthy. So it's actually kind of topical as well, but above and beyond that, you don't really get much direction of what you need to do. As you wander around and do certain things, you'll see a little letter icon, and you mail letters to your sister, and they will give you clues as to how to proceed. And as I said, I have played through it a couple of times, so I do know exactly what needs to be done. But I'm not just gonna rush through it. But I will kind of explain what I'm doing and where I'm going. So you kind of start out, you've got night in this city, kind of desolate. You've got these security cameras. There's 5 of them around the city. You've got to press in the right stick to be seen. These are little post office boxes that when you get the little flashing letter icon, you have to find one of those to mail it. Here's your apartment, which is kind of dingy and dismal, that you share with other people. There's some pills there, which they come into play a little bit later. You can take them at any point. As you can see, your apartment has a giant hole in the wall. You don't need a window. Now, one interesting thing is you don't need to rush out every time you do see the little letter icon. You can accumulate multiple letter icons. You know, save them up, and then when you see a post office box, go back, hit it, and then it will mail your letter, and it will have all the information you need. Some of it is just backstory. And then the clues for what you need to do will be, I believe they show up in red. And if you wander around, you'll find other things. Over here is an elevator. The elevator itself, you can access it at any time. There are 3 different levels. This is the first level. Oh, we've got to be seen by this camera as well. If you go up this ramp, there's a door to a church. But the church, I'll go in there after I finish here. These are the mines. Because to get asylum, there are different things you need to do. You have to kind of okay, here we go. You kind of have to prove that you're useful. We're just going to walk into the mine for a minute. Now you can see your health drops really quick. But if you walk back into this first area, you will regain your health. Now we're going to leave this area. And then we've got a little drink over here. But what we're going to do is we are going to go back out and we're going to walk back to the post box. I don't think there's a post box in the mine. I know there's one on level 2, and I believe there's one on level 3. But we're going to post the letter to our sister, since we had 2 things pop up. Now see, it tells you in red exactly what your job is at the mine. And that since I got the drink, it actually tells you that it's a speeder drink. So to activate that, and once you get it, you have it, you don't have to grab it again. So to concentrate, you have to press the B button, and the only place you can actually use it is in the mine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the mine. Oop. And we're going to push the B button to concentrate. Movement is easy. It's the left stick to move left and right. Right stick controls the camera. Now we are just going to zip through. Activate the jackhammer. Come around to the other side, take the stone. Come back to the healing bay to heal ourselves. You can follow the little arrows, or if you've done this several times, you kind of know where everything is. And the thing is if you know what you need to do, you don't need to send the letters. You can just go ahead and do it. Uh-oh. I may be in trouble here. Nope. Maybe, maybe not. I forgot which side I was on. There we go. Now, as far as achievements go, because I'm obviously playing this on the Xbox One. I'm playing it on the Xbox One X. You get an achievement when you first come in the mine and you look at the creature. There's also an achievement for not completing your job, so dying in the mine. So if you don't it's kind of nice that they applaud for you. So if you don't grab the speed drink, which I didn't do the first time, because I wasn't looking around, and you just wander off into the mine, you will end up dying, but you get an achievement for that. So you have to actually die in the mine for an achievement. Then you also get an achievement for completing a day of work, and then you get that little piece of paper. That piece of paper needs to be submitted to the asylum office. Oh, right up here's another post box. That piece of paper needs to be submitted to the asylum office for to try and get you asylum. Now, I just took the pills so that I can get another letter, because that will explain what the pills actually do. And it says to manipulate the doctors. So, because what you need to do is you have to get a, here, I'll go to the second floor. And we'll be seen by that camera since we're walking all the way down here. But to get asylum, you need to do multiple things. You have to work. Oh, and the immigration office is closed. You have to actually go to the immigration office when it's closed to get another achievement. So just working will not get you asylum. We'll be seen by that camera. And in a second, you'll and this will kind of give you a clue for another thing. About the child. That you have to convert to the Church of the Watching Eye before you're even allowed to enter the immigration office. So this kind of tells you a lot about the game and the thoughts of, political climates around the world. So that's why we are being seen by these cameras, because they are the watchful eye. So, but now we're going into the police station. Now we just got information from him. And he actually, I believe, has information on... Whoop. Now, yeah, he tells you exactly what you need to do to pass the police test. the investigation office. Now you can come over here and talk to this guy. And he gives you some more information, but we'll wait until after we take the test to go email the sister about this. Now we're going to go and try and pass this test. And now we get more information anyway. So we are going to, well, we'll pick a screen. And you have a choice between recognize and don't recognize. So the guy said to just recognize the kids. So obviously not kids, don't recognize. That's a child. Sometimes lining up the buttons can be a little iffy. And again, you pass, you get applause, you get your little paper. So while we are here, we still can't get into the immigration office because we have not converted to the church. But on the third floor of this building is the doctor. So we'll go up a level. I know I should have sat in the elevator, listened to the music a little more. And if you just heard... I've got to wait for the stream to catch up. But if you just heard that little music, that means we've been recognized by all 5 of the cameras. So, this is a bit creepy. We can either exit or we can take the pill. We take the pill. So now we are off on a little trip here. And I love the music in this game. Now, I don't know if I took the pill too long ago in the apartment. But if you wait too long between taking the pill and coming back up here, you're just going to go through a really interesting trip. So then you have to redo this little set. Yeah. I woke up. So what I need to do is I need to exit. Which is fine. I wish all elevators played this music. So instead of just heading to the apartment and taking the pill, since I have done the 5 cameras, I'm going to go to the church. And this is the Church of the Watchful Eye. Which is kind of creepy. And I have now been seen. So this now will allow me to go into the immigration office. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to post a letter, which now is going to have multiple items in it. So this just explains, about the test for the doctors and, what the church is. Now, I just took the pills because obviously the pills have a short half-life. Back to the really cool elevator music. Back up to level 3, and we are just going to go in here. We're going to see the doctors. We're going to take the pill. So they're watching my dreams, and the pills, I'm assuming, allow you to kind of be semi-conscious during your dream. Kind of let you have a lucid dream. Control yourself. So now, as you can tell, you're actually in your dreams and you have some control over it. Now you see a whole bunch of pink, which are women, and then one lone blue figure. And the word love pops up next to them, which is really odd. But in order to pass their test, or at least get out of this sequence, you have to love the lone blue figure. So, I have now converted to their church. I'm gainfully employed in the most horrific job ever, in a sulfur mine that I have to basically run through using some sort of chemical that's about ready to make my body explode. And I have, taken pills to trick the doctors into believing whatever they wanted. And I live in an apartment with multiple other people with a giant hole in the wall. But I am requesting asylum. But since I have converted to their religion, I can now get into the immigration office. So now what you need to do is you need to file those really interesting papers you got. So I believe the first document, I don't know if that's the work paper or if it's the one for converting to their religion. Not sure. So, but we have done it. We've opened up both doors, filed the papers, and honestly, I don't know if you can fall into that giant abyss. But, it's just another nice little metaphor for government bureaucracy. Now, from here, I can just go into door number 4, which has been unlocked by filing the work permit, the police, or the certification that I'm working, the police test, and the doctor's note. But I want to see what the letters say, because I have not, the times I've played before, I've gone through and I've just filed them all and gone right into door number 4. I haven't actually posted the letter to see what it says. Okay, here we go. This explains it. That explains the doctors and the fact that what you have to prove. Okay, so it opens up by converting, then proof you're able to work, proof you were persecuted, so that's proof from the doctor, and then proof from the police that you're not a terrorist. And each one of those steps actually get you an achievement once you get that certification. And then there's also the achievement for going to the immigration office when it's closed. So you have to go to the immigration office before. The whale sounds in here are just weird. You have to go to the immigration office before you actually convert to the church. And it's kind of dark in here, so you have to be careful you don't fall off. Oh shoot, that one that passed up real quick. It said that they intercepted all the letters that I wrote to my sister. That it was a matter of security. So all this time, you're writing your sister, telling her what's going on. And they intercept every single letter. and then exchange them for ones just saying that you're doing okay, because they don't want her to know exactly what's going on. And you can write her now, because you're a free man. But what you actually get to write her is something different. Talk about a kick in the teeth. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've played through the game, because it's a short game. And I can speed run through it without actually dropping the letters or going back through and getting all the stuff. But this game, it gives you a visceral response at the very end. And actually throughout it, that you have to go through all of this stuff. And it is so worth the playthrough. I mean, the game is North. It's by Outland Games. Sometimes You is the company that's publishing it. It comes out March 6th, so it comes out in 4 days. It's got a price tag of $5. It's going to take you 20 to 40 minutes to go through. I mean, it took me 42 minutes, and I ran around explaining everything. It's definitely worth the price tag to play it. Whether you're an achievement hunter or someone that just likes indie games, the soundtrack is worth it. Definitely check it out. I'm probably going to play through it several more times. I'm going to probably do a quick speedrun video after a little later, just so everyone can see how to run through it really quick. And trust me, I'm not the greatest at doing speedrun videos, but just to see how to get all the achievements the fastest way possible. But this is, like I said, it's North by Outland. Sometimes You is the publisher. Pick it up when it comes out on the 6th, or even better, just go into the Xbox store right now and pre-order it. It is worth it. This is TG Ace of Hearts. Have a good one. And once you complete the game, it goes right back to the beginning. There is no main menu, no option to save, because it is such a short game. But have a good one. I will catch you later.